Hi everyone, I am Jeyachandran J, Assistant Professor, Emmanuel Research, JJ College of Engineering. Today I would like to teach you about the subject Industrial Management. Industrial Management is the process of planning, organizing, directing and controlling the resources and activities of an industry to achieve goals efficiently and effectively. The meaning of industrial management is the management is the coordinating force that converts scattered human, physical, and financial resources into a productive, purposeful enterprise. It is both a science with the tested principles and an art requiring judgment, skill, and experience in application. First one is universal process, applies to every kind of organization, like factories, hospitals, schools, and government bodies alike. Second one is goal oriented, directed always toward achieving predetermined organizational objectives efficiently. Third one is continuous activity, an ongoing process performed at every level from shop floor to boardroom. Why it matters? Coming to the point, first one is optimum use of scarce resources. Second one is achieves goals with minimum cost. Third one is builds sound adaptive organizations. Fourth one is improves standard of living. Fifth one is encourages innovation and growth. The definition and core functions of management is defined as management is the art of getting things done through and with people in formally organized groups, told by Harold Woods. According to the management, first one is planning, deciding objectives and the course of action in advance. Second one is organizing, arranging resources and tasks into a coherent structure. Third one is staffing, recruiting, selecting, and developing the right people. The fourth one is directing, leading, motivating, and supervising for performance. Fifth one is controlling, measuring results and correcting deviations. Coming to the next section, planning and organization. The primary function that decides in advance what is to be done, how, when, and by whom, bridging the gap between where an organization is and where it wants to be. Set clear, measurable objectives, forecast future conditions, formulate strategies and policies, prepare budgets and schedules. These are the four important rules for planning. Second one is organizing, the process of identifying, grouping, and arranging activities and resources, then establishing authority relationships so people can work together to reach objectives. First one is identify and group activities. Second one is assign duties and responsibilities. Third one is delegate authority appropriately. Fourth one is establish structural relationships. Coming to the next portion, staffing and directing. That means staffing fills and keeps filled the positions in the organization structure through sound recruitment, selection, training, and appraisal of manpower. The manpower planning is the first one. The second one is recruitment and selection. Third one is training and development. The fourth one is performance appraisal. These four are the important selection criteria for the staffing, for the functions of management. The fourth one is directing. Directing initiates action by guiding, motivating, communicating with and supervising subordinates so that they contribute effectively toward objectives. So these these are the four important rules or criteria that should be lead to the directing of management. First one is leadership and supervision. Second one is motivation of employees. Two-way communication is very much important. And final one is coordination of effort. Coming to the next section, functions of management includes also controlling. That means closing the loop. Controlling ensures Actual performance conforms to planned performance. It is the final link that feeds back into planning, making management a continuous cycle rather than a straight line. In this block diagram or diagram shows that a management cycle is firstly planned with a correct planning. Planning is the first one in the management cycle. So plan, then organize, then direct, then control. This is a cyclic process. That means first one is planning means set performance standards. Second, organize means measure actual performance. Third one, direct means compare with the standards. And final one is correct control. That means correct significant deviations. These are the closing the loop. That means controlling. Controlling all the management of functions of management can be controlled by using management cycle. This figure shows effectively in our mind to enhance the management in all the required fields to improve the functions of management and the related activities. So the approaches to the study of management includes three types of approaches mainly. The first one is classical, behavioral, and quantitative. Also, this includes the systems, contingency, modern, and contemporary. First one is classical, focuses on structure, principles, and efficiency of formal organization. And the behavioral means emphasizes human relations, motivation, and group dynamics at work. The quantitative means applies statistics, models, and operations research to decision making. The fourth one is systems, views the organization as an interrelated set of parts working with its environment. Fifth one is contingency, holds that the best management practice depends on the situation at hand. Sixth one is modern contemporary, blends knowledge management, agility, and continuous learning approaches. Three families of managerial roles. Henry Mintzberg observed practicing managers and grouped their day-to-day activity into 10 roles across three broad categories. First one is interpersonal, figurehead, leader, liaison. Informational means monitor, disseminator, spokesperson. Third one is decisional, entrepreneur, disturbance handler, resource allocator, negotiator. Interpersonal roles are figurehead, leader, liaison. I already told figurehead means performance, ceremonial and symbolic duties as the head of the unit, greeting visitors, signing documents, attending functions, etc. The leader means motivates and directs subordinates, responsible for staffing, training, and building a productive climate. Liaison means maintains a web of external contacts and information sources outside the direct chain of command. The information roles are monitor, disseminator, spokesman. The decision roles are entrepreneur, disturbance handler, resource allocator, negotiator. I already told that the entrepreneur means initiates change and voluntarily designs improvement projects. Second one is disturbance handler, takes corrective action during unexpected crises and conflicts. Third one is resource allocator, decides where organizational effort, time, and resources are applied. The negotiator means represents the unit in major negotiations with the other parties. F.W. Taylor, a scientific management, told that the father of scientific management replaced rule of thumb working methods with methods based on scientific study of tasks. The first one is science, not rule of thumb. Develop a true science of each element of a worker's job to replace guesswork. Second one is scientific selection and training. Scientifically select, train, and develop workers rather than leaving them to self-train. The third one is cooperation, not individualism. Management and workers cooperate to ensure work is done in accordance with the science. Fourth one is equal division of work. Divide work and responsibility almost equally between management and workers. Henry Fayol told the 14 principles. They are the principles that told me to enhance the managemental thinkers to division. The first one is division of work. Specialization increases output and accuracy by allowing focused effort. Authority and responsibility. Authority to give orders must be matched with the corresponding responsibility. Discipline, which means the obedience, application, and respect for agreed rules between firm and employees. The fourth one is unity of command, and employees should receive orders from only one supervisor. The fifth one is unity of direction, one head and one plan for a group of activities having the same objective. The sixth one is subordination of interest. Individual interest must give way to the general interest of the organization. The seventh one is remuneration. Compensation should be fair, satisfactory, and rewarding to both parties. Coming to the other principles of Henry Fayol, the eighth one is centralization, ninth one is scalar chain, tenth one is order, equity, stability of tenor, initiative, esprit de corps. These are the essence that means balance the degree to which decision authority is concentrated at the top. A clear line of authority runs from top management to the lowest rank, a place for everything and everyone, and everything in its place. Managers should be kind and fair to workers in applying rules justly. Reducing employee turnover leads to efficiency and lower recruitment cost. Encourage employees to develop and carry out their own plans of improvement. Promoting team spirit builds harmony and unity within the organization. Max Weber, bureaucratic management. The first one is division of labor, clear specialization. So every task is assigned to a competent official. The second one is hierarchy. The third one is formal rules and procedures. Written regulations govern decisions to ensure uniformity and predictability. The fourth one is impersonality. Rules are applied uniformly without favoritism to all members alike. Career orientation. Employment and promotion based on qualification and merit, not favor. The sixth one is formal selection. Hiring based on technical competence verified through the test or credentials. Mary Parker Follett, Human Relations, told, regarded as a founder of the Human Relations School, Follett stressed cooperation, group process, and constructive conflict resolution over pure hierarchy. The first one is law of situation, second one is constructive conflict, the third one is power with not power over, fourth one is group principle. The sole proprietorship means a business owned, financed, and controlled by a single individual who bears all risk and enjoys all profit, the simplest and oldest form of enterprise. Merits includes easy to form and dissolve, minimal legal formality. Owner enjoys complete control and quick decisions. Control, direct link between effort and reward. Business secrecy is fully maintained. Limitations include unlimited personal liability for business debits, limited capital restricts growth potential, business life tied to the owner's life or capacity, limited managerial expertise available. Partnership means an association of two or more persons who agreed to carry on a business and share its profit and losses, governed in India by the Indian Partnership Act 1932. Company, the private versus public limited also includes the basis private company and public company. That means minimum members, maximum members, minimum directors, share transfer, public subscription, name, suffix, liability. The table shows the clear identification or clear understanding about the private company and public company on the basis of their members, including the company of private and versus the public limited. Cooperative society, a voluntary association of persons who join together to protect and promote their common economic interests through self-help and mutual aid on the principle of one member, one vote. Merits include open voluntary membership for all, democratic control, one member, one vote, a limited liability for members, state support through subsidies and tax relief. Limitations includes limited capital raising ability, scope for inefficient non-professional management, possible lack of secrecy in operations, members may lack unity of interest over time. So I hope this session will help you understand the fundamentals of industry management. Thank you.